Welcome MS ROCKSTARS, glad to have you on board. My name is Brian Hill. I'm with Rehab United and I'll be your head coach for the ROCKSTARS training program. What I want to show you today is a warm-up that I want you to utilize whether you're going out for your run or bike ride or anything. This is what I want you to utilize during your training. So this is the Rehab United Flex warm-up. And it's pretty simple. We're going to start with just some squats to get the hips warmed up. And we're just going to go ahead and start there. We're going to do 3 squats. And then I want you to just turn your toes out and you can do another 3 squats. And then we're going to go ahead and turn those toes in and do the same thing. You can then change your position to right foot in front or left foot in front and also do toed in or toed out, and you're going to do the same 3 squats. And you can vary that anywhere from 3 to 5. That's going to warm up the hips. We're going to stay with that theme and we're going to go after stretching the hip flexor. And trust me, no one I've met yet has a really loose hip flexor. We have very tight hips from sitting all day, so we want to get that warmed up. And we're going to start with a hip drive. So the back toes down, toes are straight, and we're going to go ahead and drive anterior with the arms overhead as we drive that front knee and keep the back leg straight. If the back heel comes up, that's great. Do that first in the sagittal plane. Then we're going to add the transverse plane, which is going to be a rotation, still filling it in the front of that hip. Okay? You can do this anywhere between 5 and 10 times. And then obviously I want you to switch sides and do the other hip. That's going to get that hip flexor. We're also going to go after the groin. And we're going to open that adductor up by turning the toe out. And we're going to do the same drives that we were doing before. Adding the rotation and adding the rotation both directions. So now that we've got the hips warmed up, we want to open up that low back. And the way we do that, same foot position as the hip flexor, and we're going to drive the arms open. So I'm going to rotate around. I'm going to look at my hand. That's really going to open up that low back. We'll do the other side and do again 5 to 10 reps of that before you're ready to go. You still may feel that in your hip, but you can also get that low back warmed up. We want to make sure the hamstrings and quads are nice and stretched as well. We're going to put that right foot out, heel down, toe up, the back knee is bent, and we're going to drive forward, come back up tall, reach medially, and then laterally. And we're going to do that again for a series of 5 to 10 reps, sitting into it a little deeper each time. You'll feel that right in the back of the hamstring. If you have a partner or a tree or anything to hold on to, you're going to do a quad stretch, very simple. You're going to go ahead and squeeze and hold. You can also lean forward and get a little extra pull on that quad. That's a great way to build a little more flexibility in it before you run. Finally, we're going to do a calf stretch. You're going to go ahead and stand in a tall plank position, butts up in the air, heels down, and we're going to just rock back and forth to start. About 10 reps, and then we're going to get a little side to side as well. And you can, now that we have the lower extremity warmed up, we also want to loosen up the upper chest and arms. We're going to do a pendulum. So we're going to do a squat to an overhead reach. And we're doing it with one hand, and that's the sagittal plane. We're also going to do the frontal plane, which is going to really open up that side and really get that arm moving. This decreases any of the cramps going on in your arm when you're running. And then finally we're going to do a transverse plane open up motion. So I want to really open up that thoracic spine, get the neck mobile. Very simple warm-up. You can do it in the grass, you can do it at home, you can do it in front of your car when you're getting ready for your group run. We're looking forward to having you on the team. We're hoping you, if you live in Southern California, you can come out to our organized runs that we have every week. And we're going to be there with you in January, so definitely get a hold of us. Me personally, if you need to, for anything, whether nutrition advice, shoe advice, or you just need some encouragement to keep going and run and accomplish your goal. We're really happy to have you as a Rockstar member, and we're looking forward to seeing you out there. Thanks so much.